Romano said, breaking, Viktor Gyökeres, new Arsenal player, is every document. Sorry, people, it's just sunk in again that we got a striker. Like, we have a striker. We have a striker. I've seen Smith Rowe in the European semi-finals, false nine. I've seen William play through the middle. I've seen Eddie Nketiah with the number 14. I've seen kind of past it Lacazette. I've seen Marino, seen Kai Havertz, and seen Jesus. Some of you have done better than others. No disrespect to you lot, but I wouldn't say I've ever wholeheartedly believed in you lot. But there's a new hero in town. But on a serious note, Viktor Gyökeres, new Arsenal player, as every document has now been approved and exchanged. Arsenal and Sporting completed the process with formal authorization to travel. Medical to start in the next 24 hours. Gyökeres coming soon. Get him over there. Apparently, he'll arrive in London on Friday to finalize his 63.5 million euros move, which includes 10 million euros in add-ons, people. So, yeah, apparently Arsenal Sporting are checking documents with lawyers. Every deal, the deal's being done. Naturally, you'd imagine these are multi-millions of pounds deals, people. So, they're going to do that. Again, everyone and the dog is offering information. As per whoever this is, Gyökeres already in London last night, so he's going to be in London on Friday, or he's in London. Who cares? Just get it done. Or could he still be in Spain? Gyökeres already in London last night, and Arsenal will publish new pics of their signing today. As per Darmashef and whoever that is, Gyökeres expected in London tomorrow to sort final contractual details and will go to Singapore to join the team. Does not say where medicals take place at this point. Who cares? We'll carry on with the Gyökeres stuff in just a moment. Eze has told friends that he's going to join Arsenal this summer. TBR Football understands. Arsenal have now held discussions with Crystal Palace and the player about a move, which is great. Isaac's obviously told Newcastle he wants to cut out the 25-year-old. Has 3 years left on his deal. Can't play left wing for the Gunners, man. It's not real left wing. In game, we will change things. Trust me, we'll change things. And yeah, Gyökeres can be a rotation. You two can rotate with each other. Just join us, man. Gyökeres will travel to London to complete his move to Arsenal tonight, allegedly, people. Again, we've seen emails and all this kind of crap around Gyökeres. I'm just happy it's kind of done. It's been a long, dragged out move, you know. It's been a long, dragged out move. Is anything else in relation to Eze? No, there's not. So yeah, big up Gyökeres on that one. Travel to London and come sign for us. It's nice to be able to close all these tabs saying the damn same thing, people. What was you lot's thoughts on Martin Zubimendi, by the way, in his game, people? I actually want to see what he said in his interview. I'm sorry, people, this might be a long one. Keep your thoughts coming. How long actually is it? I want to read this selfishly for myself, so we're all going to do it, people, before we can continue with where we're going. And you saw how good he was yesterday. It's a different change for me. It's the change I wanted, says Zubimendi. Since the first day I've been here, I've noticed the greatness of this club and I'm adapting. That's why he's here, adds Marino. This club provides you with the right atmosphere to build big things, to fight for big titles. I'm going to get up the line, though. We have the right attitude, a really hungry group. It's amazing. Other people above you lot as hungry as the players. I feel sorry for the players. I think you need to have a window where you look around in your teammates' faces at training or in the change room and think, yeah, we actually can make a go of this. Man said, wrap up the league if Isaac goes Liverpool. I'm happy with Zubi. DG, if Berta sells Zinni, Nelson, Vieira, Trossard, we might be able to forward the leg of Isaac. To be fair, his right peg, it might help us. Take a shot of Henny for me, bro. Quit drinking long time ago. I ain't even got no Henny with me right now. But yeah, I will when I obtain it. Smash the like button, people. DG, what do you think of Norgard? Not going to lie, he was good, but then I thought he didn't know he was decent on the ball, can make a pass, though. Do you think he can get a start in the first team more often? I think you'll feature a lot more than Jorginho because you'll be fit a lot more, and it will allow us to maybe on occasion either in-game or starting game start him. I do think it's always funny watching games. Nobody's right, no one's wrong, but it's always funny watching games and then seeing social media because people are moving like he's mad shit or people are moving like he was amazing. I don't think it was that. I still think, I don't think he's not got confidence, but I still think he's learning the team and his role. He did kind of, you lot would have heard my commentary when we did the watch along. I was like, you need believe in yourself a bit more because there was times he's calling for the ball, but I know you can get further up the pitch and then ask for it really, and maybe even invite pressure on yourself because you got the ability for it. kind of saw what I thought. Think he just needs to grow in confidence, but naturally that's going to happen. Like maybe it's with the greatest of respect to Brentford, and he has played for his country. Maybe it's a bit of a culture shock at the club at the moment, people and the people he's around and stuff like that. I don't know, but hopefully that answers your question. So yeah, people. What else have we got here? So that was that. That was that. Arteta said it was a very well orchestrated plan, and both players were very keen to come, which is very necessary. We had a club in Sociedad that understood the situation, that they've been excellent. We did what we wanted, and the players did what we wanted. And I think Sociedad at the end were happy with the outcome. What's been said here, Marino, we're fighting for big things. It was a really tough season, and he was really focused on Sociedad, so we didn't speak much. Even with the national team, we didn't touch that subject. But obviously, I'm really happy for him to be here, and hopefully we can keep building our story together in this great club. I'm not going to lie, big up yourself, Marino. I don't know how long you're going to be at this football club. I like you, I just don't know. Because Marino, Kai Havertz, Gabriel Jesus, when you remove the romance and many others, it could extend that to Odegaard and Martinelli. We could be lit in a few years, but we still need to win stuff now. It wasn't an easy time. I wanted to stay at La Real, but when offers come in, you start thinking about your options. The first question I had to answer was whether I wanted to leave, and it wasn't the right time. I felt La Real offered me more opportunities, and I still had a lot to learn, so staying was the best decision. But by that stage, Arsenal had made their interest explicit. They respected Zubimendi's desire to stay for an extra year and set about the process of persuading him to join in 2025. We know about the connection between Mikel Arteta and Zubimendi. They're both Spanish from that same region. We've been plucking a lot of people from Sociedad. The list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. I don't know what he saw in me, but I saw him as one of the top coaches in Europe. I wanted a quality coach when I left Real Sociedad. I think I found him. In the few days I've been here, I've seen how meticulous he is about every aspect of the game. So I think he's the one. Fair enough. And Arteta kind of echoed the positive sentiments. When you have him every single day, how he captures the information, how he processes things on the pitch is very impressive. Marino apparently is taking on the big brother role. And, you know, you got bare Spanish youths here, so you can adapt to life. Because this is, you got to remember, for Zubimendi, everything you've known has been that, it's not remote, but the remote area of wherever Sociedad is, you know about the mountains. You're coming to big bad London now. It must be a culture shock, if I'm honest with you. So when your manager's Spanish, coaching staff Spanish, couple of ex-previous players, it just makes a lot of sense, people. And you're one of the more experienced players in our team, both in terms of your CV, you arrive as a European winner, etc. Like, I'll be honest, big up Marino, but and we kind of spoke about it, but Zubimendi's the guy that should have come in last summer. Like, these are the game changers, people. What's been said here? The only thing I would say is to be patient when things are not going your way, because sometimes you need time to adapt. He's going to adapt perfectly because he's really smart. The group we have is always helping new guys. I felt the love and help of everyone. Outside the pitch is a big step. You change countries, you change cultures. The rhythm of life is very different in our old city than in London, in a massive city. We're going to be living close to one another, not in the same house though. We have the same mentality of being close to the training grounds so we can spend more time there and not waste too much time in the car driving, because traffic in London is crazy. It's about football first, then life. Having known each other for 7-8 years, we're going to be doing some plans together. Oh, that's cool. Your missus can be friends and that. Make sure you lot do what needs to be done on the pitch. Arteta is the kind of coach who explains a lot from his midfielders. I'm going to try to balance things I didn't do before playing in that position. I try to bring balance and provide that passing outlet that I'm known for. Beyond that, I'm sure he'll ask me to do new things. Think Declan Rice, you might see a bit more from him, people, in that kind of regards. I'm now worried about Isaac to Liverpool. What shall be, shall be. Yeah, I made a mistake, Doc. I said that earlier. Like, yeah, that's my bad. I was half asleep trying to do that. Big up the Icelandic was. Norgard's not a bad player. You're cool for the squad. You're cool for the squad. Like, you can do something for us. You're cool. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's mad innovative, it's mad smart. Nobody wanted Norgard respectfully like that, but there's too much crying. You're just coming here to be like a stopgap type of thing. You're probably going to be here for 18 months tops, 2 years better yet tops. You're naturally going to, in fact, I won't quite say there's some regeneration needed in midfield, but there might be. Obviously, Zubimendi's 26. He's going to be here for time. Rice is 25. He's going to be here for a minute. Marino, you'll be here for a couple of years, but I could see you being phased out potentially. Who else have we got? Norgard, you're 31. Your days are not numbered, but they're numbered. Got to keep the pathway kind of clear for Wanyeri and Max Dowman. Obviously, if Odegaard don't buck up his ideas, there's a decision to make. So that's maybe more so for next year and years to come, but there's probably a bit of regeneration required in that role, despite the fact that we spent peas. And obviously, Kai can be afforded the luxury of, I guess, being included in the midfield group, depending on where you are with that. We've got 180 likes. We can get 200 people. I'm excited to try to increase my level, to try to learn, to try to keep being important in the squad, whichever role it takes. Last season, it was a striker role. Oh, this is Merino. And I think I've adapted quite well. It's about being ready to do whatever the team needs you to do. You have to play as a striker or a goalkeeper, just have the right attitude. I can't lie. I don't want to this guy. But I think I prefer Merino as the backup striker. Maybe it's an aesthetics thing. I just think you move a bit better. I definitely think you're a better finisher, but you get where I'm going. Arteta believes Zubimendi can transform Arsenal from contenders into winners. No single man can do that, but I've said that. I put my neck on the line. Why for that? But for Zubimendi, he's going to change our lives. That is a level raiser. Him and Gyökeres are level raisers. I need a couple more. The most important thing about this club is that they learn from previous seasons, says Zubimendi. The most important thing about this club is that they learn from previous seasons. What do you make of that, people? Because I think he's bang on. The lessons they've learned from how last season ended will be key to getting even closer to this year's target. I was already sold on Zubimendi, but there you have it. That paragraph, there you have it. That is it as well. Football comes down to details, especially in the Champions League. Arsenal were the only team who truly stood up to PSG, and they let it slip because of minor details. These minor details, we need to be on the right side of these minor details, these fine margins. It's all fun and games. Mikel Arteta saying we've been the best team in the Champions League. Don't really care I don't think if you were a supporter of PSG, you would have cared when they dumped us out and he said that. I definitely think you wouldn't have cared when you've won the trophy. Winners win and losers explain. Yes, there's nuances and all of that kind of stuff, but there is a degree of winners win, losers explain. History is only written by the victors. Like all the wars that are put in the history books, we don't even know if that's how it really went. But the people that quote unquote won, that's how it went. And football's no different. Of course, when you sign for a club, the first thing that comes to mind is playing at home and soaking up the atmosphere. I've heard that last year was a special one. You would have loved it against Real Madrid or City, my boy. We have an unbelievable atmosphere, says Marino. I'm going to skip past Marino's bit. Big him up, though, because we should. We got French guys, English guys, Spanish guys. Guys are there in it. Like, it's a beautiful thing about football. There's people from different cultures and races and religions just mixing together, man. I'd love to see the social dynamic at Arsenal, I'd love to see, like, the little posses, like, obviously, we know Wanyeri and Miles Lewis-Skelly are friends, so naturally they're probably inseparable. Does Saka, Rice go into that? Is Rice a floater? The pensioners of the group. I just imagine the dads of the group are probably Marino and Norgard. Like, big them up, but when you're traveling to away games, I wouldn't want to be roommates with you. You lot are just gonna probably watch David Attenborough. That I want to be with their guys, man. I know there's things that could be going on. We could be sneaking out. Well, you can see why I could be a footballer in it. But you get the point. It's true that we have many Spanish players. We know that. Shout out Kepa as well, another dead. So, yeah, man, I don't think Mr. Zubimendi said anything there. Now, speaking of Declan Rice, he has backed new Arsenal signing Noni Madueke to overcome any doubters. We're all well aware of all the talking points around him and surrounding him. Tony, Claude, appreciate you, my boy. Everyone gets a chance. I'm not going to sit here and act like it's some amazing signing, this wavy. End of the day, he plays for Arsenal. Prove us wrong. Arteta, you spent 50 million on that. Make it happen. Because to me, it's not a bad player. I can see why. But if you don't bring in another winger, it's kind of the same in that Madueke. Listen, you can say Madueke is a better option than Martinelli. Martinelli's better than Trossard. Trossard's better than both. Jesus fit might be better than them. But they're kind of all the same. From what it is right now with 38 games, I expect 3-4 games from all of you where you're unplayable, you can't drop you, you're the first name on the team sheet. Equally, I think you revert to type, and then it just keeps on going like that. Same way I feel like I believe in Gyökeres, I believe in Saka. I just wanted that final piece to the puzzle there, but it is what it is. What has Declan Rice said? There's obviously been a lot of talking around this signing. I didn't like it, if I'm speaking honestly, but I know how driven he is. I've spoken to him, and you're going to see what he's about this season. I hope so, man. As football players and players they've played with him, we know the quality he has. I hope so. I mean, end of the day, people like myself couldn't be keen on this signing, but he has played for England. He has played for Chelsea. He is playing for Arsenal. He is a professional footballer. He has been bought for 50 million. So he's got to have something about him, innit? And I'm not even on to you, Madueke. Mikel Arteta, you need to make it work because no one told you to sign him. Make it work. I hear all of the positives and negatives. I'm choosing to believe in the potential. But I'm not interested in potential. You need to realize the potential. Eh? All of us have potential in this world, Go and realize it. If you don't realize it, it's dead. It don't really make much. So go and show me something, man. And definitely in the attacking ranks. And again, this isn't with Madueke, but I didn't really want gambles. I kind of wanted sure bets, even though everything is a gamble. But fair enough. If he's driven and he's proven, at the end of the day, you only need God to believe in you, but you need to believe in yourself. You need God to believe in you, and your manager needs to believe in you, because the world could be saying, Madueke, you're shit. He bought you. So go and be fearless. And let's be real, football fans are fickle. You do the job, everybody loves you. It's as simple as that. You're not going to be the first or last player that's dissed, man. I'd love us to get Rodrigo dreaming. Rice is Norgard's golf buddy now. Yeah, he's doing that. I see him do that. This season, we need these players to have fire in their eyes and this mentality to finish off teams and don't ease up. Want all the players to feel that pain of coming so close to win. Amen. I'll be real. I need Arteta, because I don't doubt that hunger from my players. I'll be real. And I do think for the players, of course, they fucked up on occasion. I think for the players, you just need better players to play with you now, because it's become evident. Like, we need to kind of stop the fairy tale thing. We don't need to be bare positive. We don't need to be bare negative. We just need to look at it neutrally. We need a striker that can score goals. We need a left winger that's getting X amount. You do need the Maduekes, the Trossards, the Martinellis. I'm not saying all of them to be part of the squad, because a man like Martinelli might only get 5 goals this next season. God forbid. But those 5 goals, we're not going to waffle about it, but those 5 goals could have been where we look like we're going to lose. We nick a point, or it's a must-win game. We've nicked 3 points at the death. You see, Gabriel Jesus and Zinchenko won the peripheral things at City, and they used to do that all the time. Origi, never anything to scream and shout about. Not bigger in Liverpool folklore than I reckon the Firminos, the Salahs, the Manes. But how many times did my man come clutch? We just need to find them guys and put them in the roles. Obviously, if you adapt and you burst through the scene, why not? Not a fan of the whole tier 1, tier 2, all this bullshit that was coming out yesterday. It's just a fancy way of saying what we know. Like, if you're a squad player and you take your chance, you can become, a rotationary option. If you're a rotationary option and you do your job and the manager can't drop you any needs, you become a regular starter. And it's down to you to hold on to that spot. But anyways, people, cool, he's driven. I hope he's got fire in his belly. I do hope he's got a point to prove, people. He's so driven. He's so driven. He's proven. He wants to prove and show everyone what he can do. I think you're going to see that. There's hunger inside his belly. When he signed, he had like 10 or 11 people with him. That excitement is a good thing. He's hungry. He wants to play for Arsenal. And those are the type of players we want. It's so positive. I think he's going to shock a lot of people. And I can't wait for him to come. Then he said, people, it was just a nice little touch for him to join the club and feel welcome doing the captain's thing. Did Odegaard send him anything? Trust me when I say the boys are really looking forward to it. People have been speaking internally, the players, the staff. I mean, they're going to. We know the player that we're getting, and we're looking forward to having him at our club. It's going to be exciting. I hope so. Show me. That's what I want. I want Madueke to be a bad boy. I want to look at this and say, oh my God, how did Chelsea sell him? Do your thing. I don't think he's as bad as people make out. I do think the frustrations have spilled over. I don't rate you if you did what, not that you need my ratings, but I don't rate you if you did them petition stuff. I'm never going to do that. I think that's sneaky, if I'm honest. And the only thing worse than that, way worse than that, is the people going in the man's DMs and talking nonsense to the point where he had to limit his comments. Because these are the people that if they see him, they'll ask for a shirt. It's funny how life works, isn't it? Like, we could have all been watching this game between Chelsea and West Ham, and little did we know. It's a bit like Gyökeres against Brighton, well, playing for Brighton with Ben White at the Emirates. You just never know, innit? It's a weird life, man. It's a weird life. When I met him as a person with England, we've seen the snaps, mate, and was blown away by his personality and character. I don't think a lot of people would have him down as that, but he's one of those people who lifts the dressing room. He really cares about his football, has high demands, and that's what shocked me about him. Then seeing him up close on the training pitch, when he gets the ball, he just wants to beat his man. Why? Let me be sure. He's so positive and direct, which is music to my ears. When you're an attacking player and in your mind, the first thought you have is to go past your defender, I think that's an unbelievable trait. That's what attracts me, man. What has Rice said? Let's be real. Hey, Rice, let's be real. Last year, we hardly had any depth in any areas. We played half the season pretty much with so many injuries. So to now be able to rotate and push in different competitions with different players is going to be really good. That's key for us. Another one that aids my agenda of I only feel safe, connected to the club, away from the fans, only feel sorry for the players. You lot weren't, it's like we're going to war and you lot are the soldier dons, and we hear that these lot got guns and bombs and all these kind of things, and I'm giving you bread knives. You might be able to do something, but at some point you need Mayday, innit? And if you were to, I know it's graphic, but were to use war and say we're still in the fight, once we got to January, a couple of our soldiers have been licked down, people are injured, we're sending SOS reports. January being Cronky, pull your finger out your ass, mate. Fucking sign a striker or something. You know what I mean? Tierney's playing left wing. Didn't bloody happen, did it? Muppets. So, yeah, players were let down. Feel sorry for you lot. Sorry for you lot. Have certain luxuries I afford Arteta, but I can't say I feel sorry for you in that regards because you've had P's, fucked up the P's. Those above you, you get Champions League. That's all you lot care about, innit? Prove me wrong. Because now I'm at the point where it's not even that I don't believe or believe. Just show me. I know you lot are a good team. Go and show me you're a great team. I know you're a good team. I know you can fight through adversity. Show me your winning team. Arteta, show me your winning manager now. Because when it's all said and done, that's the stage we're at now. Simple as that. Anyways, I'm putting really big demands on myself this year. Come on, my captain. Big up, Odegaard. I'm trying to push myself more because the back end of the season, I finished strong. Yeah. And don't forget Real Madrid. You better have spoken about Real Madrid in this. At the start of the season last year, I was nowhere near the level that I require of myself. I put it down to a few things. Coming off the back of a Euros final with England was mentally tough. Having 16 days off, going straight into a Premier League season, it was really hard. So yeah, we know that because once you got into gear, it was a myth. It took me a few months to get going, but now I'm getting a full preseason. I feel really fit, strong. I'm going to try and kick off the season strong. I know you know Rafael, Declan Rice, because a couple of years ago, I'm sure even this year, I don't know what it is, but you know when footballers have their off season and they have their own personal trainers and they link up and do drills, we saw Leao, bring him. We saw the post AC Milan stuff. Let's be honest, Leao was glazing Arsenal. Top 5 team, come over here, man. Come over here. Thierry Henry will link you because he says he's a big fan of his. It took me a few months to get going. We know this. And we know Ras can do this. I have the capacity to play 6 if needed, but we obviously have Zubimendi, who we've signed, and Norgard, who has been incredible. The manager sees me as a box-to-box player. So do I. At the back end of last season, coming off the back of Christmas, I fully showed what I can do in that position and kicked on. There's so much room for growth in that area for me. I'm looking forward to this season and set myself some good targets that I want to try and hit. More goals, more assists, impact the games more, not just do it at the back end of the season, do it in the full season and set myself numbers. The best players in the world do that. They want to try and push themselves. That's what I'm trying to do. And the manager is certainly on me to do that as well. It's my fucking captain, mate. You know what I mean? Big up the young G Wanyeri. What is he said? I think it's a good start from the team, obviously, in relation to yesterday. We're ready to keep pushing and training and working hard. It was really hard. It was tough, but you need to do it in pre-season to get fit. So it was good and I enjoyed it. And you did get nutmegged. You did get done dirty, but you showed some great trickery. Shout out to you, Endowment. Yes, I think all the signings we've made have been brilliant, sharpening the team, making us even stronger. We've got some more back at home coming, so we're ready for them to all come and build something. Should we see what the gaffer said post AC Milan on Bakayo's performance? Obviously, we know what he's on. I don't need to waste time with that. Saka was good. On Max Dowman, yes, I'm very happy with all the kids. I think they're able to play at that level with 15 years old, in my opinion, because of the environment and the culture that is within the team. And when someone makes you feel so comfortable, so confident, straight away you can go and do it. Obviously, it gives you the best chance. You have the qualities that this kid has. Fair enough, man. What has he said here? Now, I want to read Saka's one. We're all very happy with the performance, especially the attitude, the quality, the determination that we showed throughout the game. Obviously, to win as well, or lose on pens. And yeah, regarding individuals, he was at a really good level. Bukayo is one of them. We have pushed him through the summer as well to catch up on other things that he had to do to give himself the best chance to explore his qualities, which are better and more highlighted and with more impact than physically at the highest level. On finishing the match with 4 academy grads, very good. It's a lot of work in our academy, all the coaches involved. It's a moment to give opportunities to reward them, and they certainly took the chance. Today, in difficult circumstances against a very big team, it's incredible how at 15 years of age they perform. Kai Havertz, he's in a very good place. I think the game he had, I think he was in 3 or 4 times. He was completely free and the ball arrived to him. His work rate, weight offers to the team, it's top. He scored against Watford today. He was very close a couple of times. Overall, very happy. On Timber and Magalhaes's absence, people, which is probably the one where like, oh, what's going on here? Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. We've already gone over the Isaac stuff. The owls in Rice's suitcase. I can't lie, Chai. If Gyökeres ain't getting me 20 goals, I'm disappointed still. 15 allows I can save you with 15 if we win the league, but I need 20, bro. That's all I think of from a talismanic figure. Big up DG and the Madueke delegates in our red and white, and we should get behind him. Got no choice. Like, what do you get from it? Okay, you don't rate him, but what do you get from it? Like, if you're going to the games, what do you get from slagging him off? I know it's cool on social media, and you definitely get clips calling him everything under the sun, making up names. Obviously, for most sane individuals, you praise, you could tweak. That's it. But He's never gonna like. We know what time it is with Madueke. People are gonna be dishonest unless he really lights it up, which I don't know if is gonna be the case. People are not gonna give flowers. He didn't buy himself, and he's at 23 years of age, living his dream as a footballer, signing for our club. Metaphorically, put an arm around him. It's easy to criticize. Anyone can do that. It's much more difficult to uplift someone. Anyways, Jurian is still not here. He's not fully trained yet with us. Timber, I know I'm going to see you first game of the season. Big up Ben White, but I know I'm going to see you. Gabby had a little niggle the other day in training, and because of that, he has been out for so long as well. We have to manage him. I mean, we've been in Spain, different pitch, different conditions, go to the UK, different ones come here. There are a lot of changes, so you have to minimize the risk. Listen, big up the Singapore atmosphere. On potentially seeing new arrivals on tour. Don't worry, we've seen the mascara stuff. You know that I'm not going to speak about certain players that are not with us. On the plans for Dalman this season, no, we don't know. With all the young kids at the end, they're in and around the team constantly, and they're really used to the dynamics, the demands, and especially raising the physical levels. Because the demands and actually to be able to perform and impact the game at that level, it demands really, really high physical standards, and they're getting there, and that gives them another platform. Then they have to earn it. On Wanyeri, well, really good. I think, yes, right away after a few holidays, those kids, they come back from the summer and they look different already. They look more mature. They have a better presence. And Ethan, certainly, he's been training really hard. They only had a couple of training sessions with us. So for him to be able to play 45 minutes in that interval is a really positive thing. And the same with Marley, the same with Josh. So really happy with all of them. On the preseason plan with the team, yeah, there's always things to improve and to try to find that cohesion within the players and share the minutes. Everybody has to step up a level. We know that. And we're certainly in a good direction. I hope so, man. So we went over that. Jabi Alonso has informed every player of what their role will be during the season. Jabi doesn't want to deceive any player and made everyone's role clear. Some players are now thinking about their role, and if it's best, they look for a new club. Fuel to the fire where Rodrigo's concerned. But what I would say to that is, there's also been reports that he's told the club don't sell Daddy Sabas. Ain't seen that over Rodrigo yet, people. We've covered that yesterday. William Saliba is ready to make a financial effort in order to join Real Madrid. The club is also increasingly motivated to sign him. What do you make of that? Part of that off for a sec, because with Rodrigo, Romano said at the moment, nothing is happening today or in this moment for Rodrigo. Why? Because the player is on holiday and his agents are talking to Real Madrid. They already had a meeting last week to just present their own position. In that meeting, from what I'm heard, Real Madrid confirmed they're open to letting Rodrigo go. Now it's up to Rodrigo, together with his agents, who has to decide what he wants to do. Stay at Real Madrid, compete for a spot, or leave and explore all the options. There are options in the Premier League. There are options also in other countries, including that PSG. So PSG have been linked, Chelsea have been linked, Arsenal have been linked, Liverpool have been linked, Saudi has been linked, Tottenham Hotspur have been linked, and there's probably a next one. Who knows? You know what? Left field choice. Newcastle. I know it's a madness, but Newcastle, Robinho to Man City settings. So yeah, we're kind of at where we're at. There are several options eventually for Rodrigo, but at the moment, it's not at an advanced negotiation club to club and not on the player side, because this has to start with Rodrigo. It's Rodrigo who has to go to Real Madrid and say, okay, I understand your position. I want to go. I want to leave. Give me the final price and I'll bring offers. So this depends on Rodrigo, and this is up to Rodrigo. So make of that what you will. Saliba lowers salary demands to join Real Madrid this summer. I don't believe this. Apparently, he's understood to be open to a move to Madrid, and his contract situation also puts Arsenal in difficulty. But then you see that we're close to signing him to a new long-term contract, and we're hopeful of tying the French defender down to fresh terms before the start of the 2025-26 season. I have covered this in the video I put out earlier today, but I did speak about how his agent is making things difficult, as he should. You've got one of the best centre-backs, one of the best young centre-backs. Your client is not earning more money than certain people that can't buy a game or their futures are clouded. It is a short career. I know football is tribal, but he should make it difficult. And to be honest, him and his agent have all the leverage. We see what Real Madrid do. If you're a Liverpool fan, you're shook around what's happening with Konate, us with Saliba, and we've seen these things before. So fingers crossed Saliba stays. Isaac hasn't gone over to Newcastle, and regardless, there can be no excuses, Arteta, man. I'm quite fond of you, as I always say in many things, but I'm not an Arteta apologist, and I love my club more. And because I rate you and I rate what we're doing as a club, need to now get over the line. And I know the Cronkies are not perfect. I'm definitely not alleviating them, but they have done so much for you, really. Like, they have. The Cronky ownership prefer Arteta to be fully prefer Arsenal to be fully responsible with no financial risk. However, Mikel Arteta has strongly and successfully argued to extend the budget this summer. So if you got extended budget and you got 50 million for Madueke, do your thing. Chelsea are moving closer to getting Xavi Simons. Can't say we care. The plan is to officially announce Christian Mosquera as an Arsenal player today. Mosquera is already training with his new teammates in Singapore, and I'm sure you lot would have seen several pictures on social media where he's actually walking with all the Spanish boys in our team. From what I remember, Zubimendi and Raya, we've obviously seen pictures of him getting on the plane. We saw the pictures leaked when he done his media work. Maybe, I don't know, man, but it's been a bit weird in that regards around Mosquera, around Zubimendi, around Gyökeres. It's a bit mad, isn't it, really, and truly? It seems like there's a theme. So, yeah, Arsenal Sporting have now exchanged every document for the transfer of Gyökeres. The player's been authorized to travel with a medical to take place in the next 24 hours, which is the sweetest thing we've heard. Not seen him, but apparently Arsenal are leading a host of Premier League clubs in the race to sign Charlton under-16 midfielder Michel Nduka. He's played for England at youth level, I'm sure, and have made headway over a potential deal. I mean, they've got a fantastic academy, Charlton. You can see Joe Gomez, Ademola Lookman, the list goes on. And as I was talking about, like, he's there with Kepa, with Zubimendi, with Raya. So yeah, no clue who this is. Just gonna assume this is an Arsenal fan. Maybe that's hand of Arsenal. I don't know. You can't rule it out. No one don't know nothing. Yeah, shout out Rice for that. So yeah, we've gone over quite a lot, ain't we? Big up you lot. 215 is our business. Big him up. But yeah, Mosquera will wear number 3. That's another point as well. Magpies blood pressure sky high today. Let's be honest, Arsenal won't sign Eze this summer. Just look at pre-season with Ranieri, Nelson getting game time. We won't spend 60 on Eze. Look